Tony Blauer, he says, be careful in what you train because you might get really good at the wrong thing. And that's what we constantly need to be testing ourselves when we're teaching self-defense. Right on the course, I had a guy, I put a gun in his face, and I go, you know the technique? And he's like, yeah, I know the technique. Is he good at the technique? And he's like, yeah, I think so. I've been doing it for a while. And I'll say, okay, I got a gun in your face, disarm. He goes, so disarm, pull the gun, boom. I go, bang. It's plastic. I don't actually shoot him in the face. He goes again, bang. And he goes, it's what's your objective here? He's trying to do a technique. I said, let me change your objective. Your objective is not to get shot in the face. So when I change the objective, maybe the first thing I should do is, if I do this, I'm making you tense, is I try to bring the energy down. And I comply, or maybe I fake compliance, okay? And now as long as you've got somebody who's skilled in firearms, who's holding a pistol in your face, waiting for you to make a move, maybe you shouldn't make a move. And you wait until his attention is somewhere else, and then you go. So when you do is more important than what you do in this particular instance, because you can know all the best techniques in the world. So if you're teaching people to defend themselves, and you're teaching them, this is the technique for that, but if we change the objective is not to get shot, okay? I was working with the guys from Texas now, and I was saying, do you guys carry guns? They look at me like, we're from Texas. I say, do most of your students wear guns? And like, yeah. I'm like, you train Krav Maga with guns? No. I'm like, when somebody chokes you, when somebody comes at you with a knife, shouldn't part of your drill, once you disengage, shouldn't it be to learn the range of where it's reasonable for you to draw your pistol? Oh, but the guys in the UK, where even the police are not allowed to, and that's where it goes. Now, they shouldn't do that just because they want to be tactical cool.
I recall it's in Australia as well.
Yeah, you need to train on where you live. You need to understand. So when somebody says, oh, I need to train this unit, what do I teach them? I say, you need to start by asking a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah. Going back to the body language, you're pretty good at that at your seminars. Like when you do the reverse blink drill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
Please.
A reverse blink drill? Well, what's a reverse blink? It manufactures a critical element in deadly force encounters where you have a fraction of a second to process information and make a decisive action.
I remember this when we did it before.
Yeah. But for the seminars that you were able to witness, I started with something that goes exactly along what you said. People don't die in knife attacks or gun attacks. They don't die in knife attacks because of technique failure. They die because of an evaluation error. They didn't read the totality of circumstances. Look, if my strength is jujitsu and I happen to get this guy on the ground and I got him in an armbar, it's dominating armbar, but I didn't realize he had a friend waiting and he's just poking me like this. I didn't die because the armbar failed. I didn't die because of a technique failure. I died because of an evaluation error. I didn't read the totality of circumstances.
Yep.
And so going back to your question, a part of what I teach, even if we're doing a consensual drill and then we start breaking it down, your brain is working. My philosophy is knife work is brain work.
Yep.
I can't necessarily quantify statistically that this brain work will help you with this and this brain work will help you with that. I'm just working your brain all the way through, whether I'm working your brain for memorization, coordination, decision making. There are many ways to work out your brain, and hopefully that thing cements into your subconscious, into your intuition. And then it's really important to learn technique, to refine technique, to get stronger, bigger, more agile, have a stronger grip.
Yeah.
Those things go hand in hand, all that physical development, technical refinement with the ability to keep your brain agile and fluid and ready.
It's funny because when you say that, it makes me, there's this all-day adage where people like to throw, oh, that training is going to get you killed, or you, and I never thought about it this way, but hearing you speak made me think about another way. Usually people say, oh, this technique is bullshit, it would never work in real life, and it would get you killed, and you're giving people false confidence, and you just spoke about that, and it made me think about that, but in a different way. If in my mind, I'm boxing. I love boxing. And my focus is jab, cross, linking up, combination. That's where my training is. When I'm attacked, I revert to my training. But the age-old question is sometimes training worse than no training. And I put it back to you. It's like, if I'm learning, here's the problem, here's the technique, or this is what science looks like, could even phenomenal boxing trainer or training that didn't have or Krav Maga training that didn't have the right focus